Hey guys, Jason Ninja here. Today we're going to show you an Achilles treatment. So if you've got Achilles tendonitis or pain in the Achilles, we're going to show you a few ways that we can help to treat and get rid of that pain. So I'm going to start off with actually treating the front of the ankle. So what can happen with the Achilles is if you've got lack of range of motion through the ankle, so if you just get an inch turn to the side there, if your knee can't properly shift forward and have room through the front of the ankle, that adds extra tension and stress through that calf and Achilles, and that can cause that extra pulling and pain that will lead to tendonitis and inflammation. So we're going to start off by treating through the front here in our ankle money spot. So we're just going to slowly sink in there, wait for Ninja to accept the pressure in there. It can be pretty raw for people if they haven't had ankle treated before. So just going to sit there. And then we can slowly get Ninja to just within his boundaries where he can start to move the knee forward. So yeah, it's a bit of a different spot to start with, but yeah, a lot of the people that I do see, they lack that range of motion through the ankle. And yeah, as I said, it does cause that extra stress and strain through the Achilles and the calf. So sometimes rather than just going straight to that spot, because it can be pretty raw to get your calf and Achilles treated straight away, so we might start with the ankle just to start to calm down the nervous system a little bit. And yeah, just by doing this, it might help to release some of that tension. It's a bit like treating the psoas and iliacus for the lower back pain, treating through your hip flexors, so similar type of thing here. How are you feeling in there, Ninj?
Yeah, really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So we're just slowly wedging the thumb in there, and I'm just angling straight in at the moment, so my pressure's sort of going in that way. And then if I feel anything pop up or push back against my thumb as Ninja moves, then I can try and pin it, or I can angle myself up or down. And then we'll just get Ninja to slowly start to bring the knee forward over the toes there, trying to replicate that movement, because this is where he might start to feel he gets stuck in that ankle.
So the tibia actually has to move backwards.
Yeah.
For that ankle range. So that's what Jason's trying to do, is push that tibia backwards as well as kind of melt the shit that's stuck in that space as well. And it's sort of from the receiver point of view too, like it's really good to be able to be involved and kind of change angles, so I can kind of feel like I'm using Jason's thumb as a tool to kind of hit the spots that I kind of intuitively want to get hit, so that I can move better. So you just know what's good.
Right, just pinning in there. There's not a lot of movement in here, but because Ninja's doing the dynamic movement there, I can just hold this pressure and maintain it. And yeah, you don't want to be moving around really quickly in here, because there are a lot of tendons and ligaments, and yeah, you can flick over a lot of things in here. So it's just pinning and holding, and just doing little scoops if you do need to move. Just trying to clear away.
Yeah, down the foot feels good too.
Tracing down that way.
So I can kind of get...
As we know, the tibialis anterior comes in through here as well, so we're getting that tendon, because if that muscle's tight as well, that can limit that ankle range of motion as well. So we'll get into that later on, but yeah, we can have an effect on that already by just treating into this ankle. So we're going to slowly move around this side just to see what's in there. Feel like we've hit a good spot there. And then we'll get you to really come far forward there, Ninja, just to see what we can find.
Yeah.
That's normally the pretty nasty one.
Yeah, that's good.
And then we'll get you to open it right up if you can. There we go. So trying to create some space in there. Clear out any stuff that's blocked. And work it down into the foot.
Feels good.
Feels good there. We'll just do one more, move around the inside. We would probably spend a bit longer here, but yeah, for video's sake, we're just going to show you the key spots. And then, oh yeah, there's a good one there.
That's a good one. That's the money, bro.
So yeah, we can do this anywhere in the ankle where people feel pain or restriction. These are just the common spots you can go, but yeah, you can go around the back of the ankle. You can treat back around here if we need to. hitting, just pinning in the inside here. Can feel it opening up as Ninja moves there. Got to have good thumb strength in the ankle treatment. It's can be a thumb fatiguer, but yeah, you just got to hold and push through. Thankfully, I've got the bendy thumb that allows me to just push through that joint there in my thumb. And then we'll slowly sink out of there. So we could do a quick retest there, and obviously Ninja doesn't have any Achilles pain, but we can just assess how much his ankle's moving, and you can see it already looks like it's moving a lot freer. So yeah, that might help to release some of that tension and pain that he's feeling there. So let's get Ninja on the table now, and we'll work through the Achilles and the calf. So face down. All right, we'll get a bit of wax on. Come down here, Leo. So we'll start up at the gastroc where it attaches the back of the knee. So sink in. These are normally pretty tight and sore with Achilles tendonitis or pain.
Whoa. That's good.
Got a bit in there, Ninja?
Yeah. You're onto it. Yeah, through there, man.
Yeah, there's normally, most people tend to be a bit sore on the lateral gastroc, so that's where I tend to start more on the outside rather than starting through here. We'll work into there as well. But yeah, a lot of people tend to have more of that tightness or pain in the lateral head. Yeah, so a lot of Achilles stuff can be brought on by, imbalance in the ankle or the muscles around there. It can be, poor biomechanics. It can be a change of footwear sometimes if you've changed to something that's got a bigger heel in it or a lesser heel. If you have a sudden change of footwear, whether it's runners or footy boots or something like that. So that can lead to this sort of changing of how the muscles fired in the lower leg. It can also be something up the chain if you've had issues up and around the glute and the pelvic region. Sometimes the glute might become weak, and then you start to, as you're running, you're really pushing off through the calf and loading it a lot more. So it's taking a lot more of the load rather than actually pushing through your glute. So we're just maintaining a constant pressure there. This is just sort of our exploring stroke as well, just feeling for where we'd feel any blocks. Feels like it's moving quite freely through there for Ninja. So I'm not trying to force anything here. It's just going with whatever the stroke's allowing me to move at. Working down, staying connected. And we'll do a broad stroke all the way into the Achilles here. This is where, if people have that pain, they'll start to really get a sharp pain through here. Can be pretty nasty getting the Achilles worked, but yeah, it does make a world of difference. Keeping it broad. And we want to trace it all the way to where it attaches onto the heel here. So now going through the middle, up onto the heel. And sometimes you can actually trace it into the plantar fascia as well. Because if we look at this superficial back line up here, we can see that it starts at the base of the foot, runs over the heel into the Achilles and the calf. So we can treat that whole line into the bottom of the foot as well to start to release some of that tension as well. So yeah, we want to obviously treat where the pain is, but yeah, releasing the calf, the Achilles, the foot, and the ankle will help to relieve some of that pain. So we can really get stuck in under here.
Feels good, Jace. Whoa. Yeah.
Really pin up there. As we know as well from previous videos, a lot of the muscles, the deep muscles that are beneath the calf and the soleus and the gastrocs, they actually run down into the foot here, so we can actually get these muscles where they're going into the foot as well. So that's going to have that flow-on effect up. And yeah, you can give people a bit of bit of curry in here. All right, let's come back to the Achilles. So we'll start on the heel now. And we're just going to go straight through the middle to start with. And yeah, when you've got someone that's got Achilles tendonitis, you can, if it's on one side, you can see it's quite a lot thicker. If you're doing some sort of palpation like this, you can actually feel a lot of thickness in that tendon. So that's a good indication of where the pain will be. You can really feel, like sometimes there's like a lump that's protruding out to either side, and you can just sort of grab and hold it and pin it. You can do these strokes moving through. But yeah, as I said, it can be pretty raw sort of pain, can't it, Ninja?
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, we can do a pincer type maneuver. So here we can just grab it, and we're slowly sort of just pushing side to side there. So we're trying to stretch through there as we're pinning it.
Feels good.
Just trying to get some movement side to side. You can also feel like when they've got this pain, they might have a limited range, because normally you can move that Achilles quite freely. So it might be stuck trying to go one way. And just working our way up. So pincer, push side to side, roll it. We can even go double thumb here and just grab and do these little movements up the side. It feels like there's a little spot there, Ninja.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
cool. Feeling good.
And we can even just roll it like that. So pushing, just trying to increase the blood flow in that area, flush out all that's built up in there, all the inflammation. And then we can work up. Having actually experienced a few Achilles issues last year myself, yeah, I know exactly the pain of this treatment.
Yeah.
Normally up into this gastrococceleus junction is quite painful as well. Right in here in this mummy spot.
That's it, man.
Can sort of replicate a burning type of pain.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are just all the key spots that you want to hit if you are a practitioner out there that's got someone that presents with this Achilles pain or tendonitis or tendinopathy, tendinosis. And if you're someone that's watching this video and haven't been able to go and see anyone, or if you want to start to do some release work at home, get a ball, get a foam roller, target releasing through the calf and the Achilles, this money spot here, through the bottom of your foot. Have a look at the front of the ankle. Just explore. And the best way to do it, the way I tell people, is don't try and do it all in one night, because a lot of people go, it's a lot of time. Time's a big issue for a lot of people. So I just say, if you want to work on an area, just do your calves one night. So spend 5 minutes and 5 minutes, or if you just got one side, just spend 5 or 10 minutes on that one side for the night. Then the next night you might do the front of the ankle. The next night you might do your tibialis anterior. Then you might do the bottom of the foot the next night. So that way you are getting through all the different areas, but you're actually spending a decent amount of time on them, rather than sort of just doing 1 minute here, 1 minute there, and you're sort of rushing and not actually having that intent to get into the tissues and release them. And it's a way that it's less time consuming at the time. Like you're only doing one area, so you don't have to think about getting through the whole body and releasing a lot of different areas. Just target one spot, and then you can also feel in your body what your body responds to better. Like you might actually find, the night I released my ankle, that gave my Achilles a lot less pain. So it's giving you indications rather than doing it all at once where you're like, okay, it feels better, but I don't know what worked. So it can be good in that sense as well. And then, working through the medial side. You can do that same pincer, but this time my thumb's on the inside, and that probably give me a bit more pressure in there. And we can still move it side to side this way. Slowly working our way up. Feeling for the movement in the Achilles there. Feels like it's all right there. It feels a bit thicker in here, so you can just hold, pincer, do these little movements up and back. For video's sake, we'll get Ninja to roll over and we'll finish off with the tib ant. So again, to work on increasing that ankle range of motion. Chuck your head up there, Ninja. Yep. And starting up here, base of the knee. Right in where that tibialis anterior touches. Staying close to the tibia there. There's normally a nice groove that you can sit your palm in and trace right along there. So there's normally, for people, there's normally a sore spot up here, and then probably about there tends to be a trigger point that can refer down the leg as well. So starting up there, anything in there, Ninja?
It's feeling pretty good. It feels therapeutic, but nothing feels damaged or injured. So that's good. I think that's when you kind of realise just how much you use or how much force goes through things is when you get injured. So you kind of you just take it for granted. Yeah, that's the beauty of getting treatment, but also getting preventative treatment as well.
You don't know what's holding on, and you don't realise how much it might be affecting your performance or even just your day-to-day mood.
So if you want to keep on training or keep on living your life, using your body, hands-on treatment, deep body work.
It's like your car. You don't wait for your car to break down and then get it fixed. You take it in for regular service. Well, some of you might, but ideally you take it in for regular services before anything happens, because it's less expensive and it's a better outcome to prevent something than have to fix it. So similar type of thing with the body. As Ninja said in previous videos, there's no harm in getting preventative treatment. It's just servicing the body. If you are someone that trains a lot, or even if you don't, if you're someone that's quite sedentary, your body probably needs that flow. So you need to get treatment just to flush out anything that's built up.
Yeah. I was just thinking of using a car analogy too, like you got the dashboard, there's
little
messages,
warning lights.
The messages. So we've got our own messages or warning lights, haven't we? We've got to listen to them. And
you might start feeling a bit tight.
Yeah. Got to honour that. Oh, that's a bit of
got to tune into those warning lights. A lot of people, start to feel something and go, I'll be all right. I'll push
it go.
Push it back, push it to the back of my mind. Yeah. Bigger things to worry about, but you've only got one body.
Yeah, it's important.
If you talk to people that are in pain, their one wish is that they're not in pain. So they'd say to you, look after your body, don't take it for granted having healthy and not having any pain.
Yeah, what's that line? You go a healthy man's got many wishes. A sick man's got one. And you want to be well.
That's a good one. Yeah.
So
similar thing with the body.
Yeah, if you want to open up your choices, be well.
All right, so we'll do one last stroke down here. So working all the way down. A bit more out there for Ninja.
Yeah, it's good still. It's quite it's therapeutic, but not too overwhelming.
Yeah.
I know
so this can be an underrated area. A lot of people focus on calf and gastrocs and soleus, but the tibialis anterior can have a lot of implications in pain, particularly around the lower leg. So if you've had a lot of treatment focused on the calf and it's not fixing it, have a look at this tib ant and the perineals as well, the Johnny eels.
Yeah. Whoa. In there, man. It's good stroke, man.
Yeah, feels like it's moving through, clearing some shit out, but
it's
moving
good.
through clearly. Haven't come up to any real blocks. Maybe one there, we get a bit lower.
I can feel something going into my foot and things like that there.
Into the big toe almost?
Oh, mine's more this bit here. Something vaguely going to big toe as well, but I can feel it there.
Facing down. And slowly come out of that one. Alright, so if you've got any Achilles pain or tendonitis, come in and see us and we can help you out. Thanks, guys.
Done.